Welcome to Netta Flow. My name is Netta. I am a psychic medium, author, and speaker. And welcome to the first episode, The Catalyst. So, this episode, we're going to talk about, that shift that that's something inside you that's saying like something needs to change, something is not right, and it's been nagging at you, you know um it's your intuition, it's your inner being, right? It's it's your soul, yeah, you know telling you, is this the life you really want to be living? Are you really content? Not only happy, but are you really content, not complacent with where you are, right? Because happiness is a choice. Is a choice. And but really being content and at peace where you're at, that takes work. And I remember where I was, just used to suppress my emotions, right? And having anger, thinking, okay, um, oh, this hasn't happened anymore, or this was in the past and I let go, and I really didn't let go fully. I really didn't fully forgive, and I was pissed. I was angry. Um, I was angry because who I was and who I knew I wanted to become just wasn't in alignment. And actually, my self image of myself wasn't aligning with the path that, I was currently on, or about to take the about to take the steps to go on, excuse me. And being a psychic medium was never in my dreams or my plans. I've been psychic since childhood. Found out I was a medium in my early 20s, and I just like, I didn't dismiss it. It was just, okay, I have this gift. You know, it was just wasn't anything that I really wanted to be out and share with people. And within, I started to learn more about my gifts and who I was, why I was created, and why was I on this earth, and just really doing soul searching. And it just opened up a lot for me. And it took me on a path of healing. Can't stay on that path forever. You actually gotta live. So I was on a path of healing, and it felt like I was healing, or felt like I had to heal forever. And I was angry. I was angry because I'm like, I'm healing and keep coming up, and it's like I felt like I wasn't really living anymore. And between all that I was feeling in the inside and just looking at things that was happening in society, I'm just like, this can't be life. This is not it, right? And through all the work, personal development, and spiritual growth I was going through, something just shifted when I just like surrendered. Um, really surrendering my old self image, surrendering the negative self talk, surrendering the limiting beliefs, because that was no longer who I was. That was no longer who I wanted to be. And so it wasn't in alignment. So during this time, I knew something had to shift because I'm exhausted. I'm setting boundaries, and I have like a red velvet rope. And not only boundaries with others, boundaries with myself. Um, I'm no longer people pleasing. I don't mind being a villain in someone else's story. And now, how I also was making money was shifting. Like it just it was a lot. It was a lot, and I at the time, and still I'm still learning, still shifting, right? I had to learn that there's really no blueprint, and I had to create my own. And while I'm creating my own, I can also teach. I can also help someone else. I was looking for answers that I was never going to find outside myself. And I had to go in, and I had to journal, and I had to pray on it, and really choose to think differently, to talk to myself differently. And this is what this channel is for, and what this channel is about: learning to have a healthy relationship with yourself. Because I didn't really know who I was. And it's been a long journey since 2013. Um, and it's it's a continuous journey um, for me. And just a good one. I'm just honestly just grateful to be where I am, and I just want to teach other women that you can have a healthy relationship with yourself. You can go and fulfill your dreams. You can have the life that you want. Um I see that a lot of people and women just like give up after a certain age. And it's like, well, you're too old. You're not going to get the love that you want. You're not going to have kids, or maybe not in a traditional way, or, and it's okay. We don't have to figure out the how. We just have, having that desire and really knowing what we want, having that clarity and understanding why we want it, and it not coming from a wound and from a more mature and healed space. Um, and it's okay if you're not fully healed. But if you're coming from a space of maturity and you can face yourself and your own stuff, good, bad, or ugly, you're winning. Period. You're winning. So, this channel is for you, okay? This channel is for the ones who are lost, who feel like their dreams are done or they can't. If you're not dead, you can fulfill your dreams. If you aren't 6 feet under, you can still fulfill the things that you want in life. You can have a better quality of life. So, subscribe, hit the like button, share, and again, what is your catalyst? What has been the catalyst for you? Have you been hearing your intuition and you just not listening? Have you been getting signs? Maybe you're seeing numbers. Maybe your awareness is going to certain messages. Sometimes people, just say things that you really need to hear, or something to wake up something inside of you, you know. Um, and despite all of that, you will have challenges, but life don't have to be a struggle. There's a difference between struggle and challenge. So, in saying that, I love you, ladies, and we will talk soon. Peace.